Oh, so usually it doesn't work the first few times, you mean?
No, just the first time. Once you get it up, it's it.
I see. So if it has a hard time sucking the oil in?
Yeah, once in a while you'll hear it. Okay, come on over here. There's a check ball here.
Okay.
Alright, what happens is this stops the oil from coming out of the tank and going all over hell.
That's nice. So that if it's flaming, it won't go
No,
all the
not
way back.
flaming, and leaking.
Leaky. Okay.
Okay, pipe gets a leak, okay?
Yeah.
Whatever. Alright, and that thing up there has got a check ball in it.
Yeah.
Okay, and that will automatically, if she starts to leak, okay, will automatically shut it off.
Okay. All right. So if there was a leak, say there,
Yeah.
then the check ball would,
Any
if the
pipe
pressure,
breaks.
yeah, because it's kept under pressure. And if the pressure drops,
Imagine what this freaking thing weighs. It's 2,300 gallons or 2,200 gallons of oil in here.
it's a few tons of oil.
Okay. It takes approximately,
Yeah.
on a cold start like this,
Yeah.
about 20 minutes to get steam.
Okay.
I'm not going to stay out.
Okay.
I always leave the door open for two reasons.
Yep.
That acts like a heater for the whole sub-basement, and then eventually through osmosis into the
Yeah.
building.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shut the door, you waste your time because it's going to disappear.
Okay.
All right. Also, okay, I got a CO2 monitor here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And
That
what you
will-
want to know?
I want to know.
It's carbon monoxide. Yeah.
Carbon monoxide.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
Now, don't ever touch this.
I'm not going to touch it. That's why the toothbrush is there. So
Ooh.
don't touch it. Don't touch it.
No.
What do you see? Don't touch it.
I'm not gonna touch it, Dave. You stop it. This has got to be remounted. Okay. Looks like it's hanging up like. Anyway, when it's off, I'll do it. Take this wire and put it back over there.
Okay. So hold on a second. So the toothbrush, I'd appreciate a demonstration of the toothbrush again.
I can't do it now because the relay's shut.
Okay, so we got to shut it off over here, right?
Yeah, but don't shut it off.
Okay.
Because the relay went open for a while. It doesn't happen that I don't know, it might. Okay. Now, it's in manual mode.
Yeah.
You don't want it to stay in manual mode because
Yeah.
it'll just keep running until you suck your tank dry.
Yeah.
So you put it over to automatic, but you don't see any lights on because the temperature is above 55 degrees.
Yeah.
It's not, and this red light says,
Weather
When-
calls for heat.
right. And this is your,
Heat circulation established.
that's the heat timer when I told you the one on the, you know,
When we go into cycle,
right.
this light will come on?
This light will come on.
Okay.
Okay. It should shut off when I hit this. It did.
Cool.
Because it's not calling for heat.
Right. So now,
Now.
back in that other box, the danger box.
Wait a minute, okay? Now, don't touch this, just leave it sit
Yeah,
right
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Don't touch these gauges, just leave them sit where they are.
Yeah.
Okay, your night thermostat is set for 30. But it works off the inside thermostat inside the house. I got it set for 64. Gets below 64, the heat will go on.
Okay.
Because this is automatically saying it's below 30 and it's getting cold, too cold, okay, the heat will automatically go on. All right, inside the house.
So this, you're saying, is connected to the thermostat in your apartment.
Right.
Okay.
Okay? This is your daytime temperature outside.
And where is this connected to?
Again, to my overriding thermostat.
So you got two thermostats in your apartment.
Well, no, I got one, and here's the second one. But that one supersedes this one. This is the workhorse for the... Okay, this is the body, but that's the brain.
So,
What?
so this thermostat is set to 55. This one is set to
Night.
30
At night.
at night, but this one gets ignored in favor of the one that's in your apartment.
all times.
At all times.
Right.
So if I turned this any which way, it wouldn't matter.
Right.
Okay.
But don't fool with it.
I'm not going to fool with it, but the point is it is getting ignored.
Yeah.
And
so
if
is
I-
this in effect too. This is only turning around from the outside probe saying it needs heat. This light will go on. But the brain upstairs says no.
So the only thing that this affects is this light.
Correct.
Doesn't affect anything else.
Correct.
And this one doesn't affect jack.
Right.
And what really affects everything is the thermostat in your unit.
Right.
And when the thermostat in your unit, depending on what temperature it is, that will affect the cycle length or something.
We'll do this.
Okay.
So now I got, because it's not
Yeah,
calling for heat,
yeah,
then
yeah.
I got to go to manual.
Right.
It ain't gonna
Okay.
go on. Okay.
All right. So before you touch it with the, I want to see exactly where you're touching it.
Okay. I'll explain it to you.
Yeah.
With this, there is two connections. See that
Yeah.
it looks like a rivet
Yeah,
here and
yeah,
here and
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Now, okay. And it runs like a door.
Okay.
When it makes connection.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. When the heat. When
It's a relay.
Okay. Yeah. When the thermostat upstairs says, "I need heat."
Yeah.
Okay. Immediately, if not sooner,
Yep. So,
that shuts. Boom, the electricity goes over to here,
right.
and she starts working.
So that thermostat you said is set to 64
At night,
at night.
after
So-
10 o'clock.
Right. So the 10 o'clock, so those two numbers, 10 o'clock and 64, where are those two numbers set? Are they set
Upstairs.
in you? They're upstairs. So
Nighttime.
upstairs on the thing, there's a 10 o'clock.
There's four cycles. There's awake, midday, afternoon, and evening.
Right.
Or sleep, I forgot.
Right. And so after we're done here, I want to go up and take a look at that and see how that's controlled.
Okay? Now, I want to shut it off again.
Yeah.
Okay?
They just go to automatic.
Well, I can do it. It won't work. Watch this. It shouldn't anyway, if I remember correctly. Why?
Because you're still in manual.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But I don't leave it. Okay, you can leave it like that. 'Cause
So-
it's summer. Summer's a
So if that
When it's
thermostat,
working.
so if
When-
that thermostat's controlling everything upstairs, what's all this stuff for then?
This is tells you the time that it can operate and it can't operate.
Okay. So outside of this time window, nothing ain't gonna
No,
happen.
just the opposite. From 5 in the morning.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay,
Excuse
okay,
me, from-
okay.
Wait a minute, where am I looking?
I got it. From 5:30 in the morning until 10:30 at night,
Right,
that's when you can have heat.
right.
Okay. And so between this black and this white, no heat.
No heat unless we go below 64 in my place.
I gotcha. So this thing works together with the thing in your place.
We don't need it, don't use it.
Yeah, sure. Okay. And so when we're in cycle, so that thing is going to hit a certain pressure and tell this guy, okay, we're in cycle.
Right.
And then this guy is going to run cycles of
Depending
turning
on
it
the
on
temperature
and turning it off.
No. No, it doesn't turn it on and off. It stays in cycle.
Well, sure, but
But it's depending on the temperature outside.
yeah.
Okay, and what the temperature is in my place, and like I told you, I hate to use the analogy, it's making soup.
That is useless.
Okay, it's got to, it's got to, how can I say, it's got to gel together,
Yeah.
depending on one thing, temperature. That's it.
So
If it's a warm day, your cycle time's going to be short. If it's a cold day, your cycle time's going to be longer.
right.
Okay? If it's a real windy, bitter day, it's going to be longer. Okay? It's depending all on temperature.
Right. And so fine. When it's in cycle, when that thing hits a certain pressure level, it's going to turn this light yellow, and then it's going to say, okay, I'm in cycle. And then there's going to be waves, depending on temperature, of this of this burner turning on and off, right?
Correct.
And it's
the
going to,
colder the temperature, the more waves.
yeah.
How's that?
The colder the temperature, the longer it's going to stay.